The rain hammered against the corrugated iron roof of the warehouse, a relentless percussion that mirrored the pounding in Jack Rourke's chest. Frankie fingers Falcone, a sweat-slicked wreck of a man, wrung his hands, avoiding Rourke's gaze. "He's waking," Falcone squeaked, his voice barely audible over the rain. "Thorne, at the estate. Library." Rourke checked the .38 nestled in his shoulder holster, and Holloway. "Tied up. Bookshelf in the library. They kept him quiet." Falcone swallowed, his Adam's apple bobbing nervously. "He's scared, Rourke. Real scared." Rourke didn't need reminding. He felt it too, a cold knot of dread twisting in his gut. He's been played, used as a pawn in Silas Thorne's twisted game. Vivian Holloway, the viper in silk, had led him right into the lion's den, but he wouldn't leave Holloway to die. "What about the diamonds?" Rourke pressed, ignoring Falcone's whimpers. "I don't know. I swear. Thorne didn't tell me." Falcone's eyes darted around the cavernous warehouse. "He just wanted me to relay messages. That's all." Rourke didn't believe a word of it. Thorne's meticulous planning screamed of more than just relayed messages. This was a chess game, and Rourke was about to make a bold move. "You do well relaying information, Frankie. Remember this: you play ball, you live. You betray Thorne, you die." Rourke's voice was low, the promise and a threat rolled into one. He moved out into the rain, the tunnels a maze of damp cold and echoing drips. The estate loomed, a Gothic monstrosity silhouetted against the stormy sky. Opulence dripped from every gargoyle, every ornate window. It was a monument to greed and power. Inside, the library was a sanctuary of leather-bound books and polished mahogany. A fire crackled in the hearth, casting flickering shadows across the room. Silas Thorne stood before the window, his back to Rourke, a tall, imposing figure radiating cold authority. Arthur Holloway was slumped against a bookshelf, gagged and bound. His eyes, wide with fear, pleaded for rescue. "Rourke," Thorne said, without turning, "I expected you." "You always do," Rourke replied, his voice flat. "What do you want, Thorne?" "I want what I know," Thorne said, finally turning. His eyes were like chips of ice. "Holloway's debt, and the information he possesses." "He doesn't have anything of value to you," Rourke said, stepping closer to Holloway. "You're wasting your time." Thorne smiled, a predatory curve of his lips. "Are you so sure? Holloway has a weakness, a secret that could ruin a great many people." Vivian stood in the shadows, a silent observer. Her face was unreadable, her eyes holding a flicker of something Rourke couldn't quite decipher. "I believe you had it all wrong, Silas," Vivian said softly, stepping forward. She held a small, silver cigarette case, her fingers elegantly tapping against it. "Arthur isn't the key. It's the ledger." Thorne's face tightened. "Vivian." "The ledger detailing the shipment manifests for the Starlight Diamonds," Vivian continued, her voice laced with a subtle defiance. "It's not with Arthur. It's been hidden in plain sight, accessible to those who know where to look." She moved with a deliberate grace, approaching a seemingly innocuous antique globe. With a click, a section of the globe opened, revealing a small, leather-bound ledger. Thorne's men moved to intercept her, but Vivian was faster. A swift movement of her hand and 2 shots rang out, sending 2 of Thorne's guards crashing to the floor. "Vivian, what have you done?" Thorne roared. "I'm simply evening the score, Silas," Vivian said, her voice cool and detached. "You underestimated me." Rourke saw it then, the fleeting moment of genuine triumph in Vivian's eyes. He realized he's been played again, this time by the very woman he thought he could trust. "Rourke, now's your chance." "Take it," Vivian said, her eyes meeting his. There was a warning in her gaze, a silent plea for him to understand. Rourke moved, freeing Holloway while Thorne's remaining men scrambled to react. A brief, chaotic firefight erupted, the air thick with the smell of gunpowder and the echo of gunfire. Rourke managed to subdue the guards, but in the confusion Thorne vanished. "He's gone," Holloway gasped, clutching his wrists. "Where did he go?" Rourke scanned the room, his mind racing. "He'd help," he muttered. "Someone on the inside." Vivian walked toward the ledger, her expression unreadable. "The ledger will be handed over to the authorities, of course," she said, her voice devoid of emotion. "And the diamonds?" Rourke asked, his eyes fixed on her. Vivian smiled, a chillingly enigmatic curve of her lips. "The diamonds, Mr. Rourke, are exactly where they should be." As Rourke escorted Holloway out into the storm, he couldn't shake the feeling that he's walked out of a trap, only to stumble into another. Vivian's true agenda remained shrouded in mystery, and Silas Thorne's escape hinted at a far more dangerous game yet to be played. The Starlight Diamonds, the ledger, Thorne's escape, Vivian's involvement, it was all connected, part of a conspiracy that reached far beyond the walls of the estate. He knew with a certainty that chilled him to the bone that this was not the end. It was only the beginning.